You've made it on the top 7. You're nervous. Now's your chance to prove yourself. The lights, the crowd, thousands of fans gathered to watch the best of the best. Under the lights. Why do you race? For this sport that's your passion. For the teammates you call family. All to compete in this crazy sport. For some, running is punishment. For you, it's a privilege. Woodbridge 2019. It's the largest meet in the country, a 2-day distance fest with more than 12,000 runners. And on top of all that, these two powerhouse teams finally get to face off for the first time in what could kick off an epic national championship rivalry.
It's truly special because in the moment, you're so driven and you're so ready to race, but you don't take a step back to realize what you're actually doing. You're racing the biggest meets in the nation for the sport, where thousands come out to watch you race, and your group is the main title.
I like races like Woodbridge because it's fast, it's fun, the atmosphere is insane.
Woodbridge feels like a sprint for 3 miles.
Woodbridge, the first major test of the 2019 season. Held at Silver Lake Sports Park in Norco, California, this pancake flat 3-miler isn't a cross-country course, it's a raceway. But make no mistake, on a cool September night when the meet is held each year with loaded fields and lightning-fast times, it's the most anticipated invitational in the country.
Daytime racing or nighttime racing?
Nighttime. Night racing. Nighttime.
Night.
Nighttime.
Nighttime. Nighttime.
Definitely night. Night racing.
Nighttime's amazing. Racing at nighttime.
I'm Rich Gonzalez. I've joined forces with hdRunners to take a deeper look at the gargantuan 2019 Woodbridge Cross Country Classic.
.420 is not fast for a high school mile. It's just not fast.
Nico Young, he's a crazy runner, he's a beast.
Seeing them reach these goals and having success they never knew they could have.
You don't want to disappoint the history of Great Oak. There comes an automatic pressure.
Give me 4 years and I promise you a state title.
We want world domination and we want to win every level at a meet. We want to be good at everything.
In high school cross country, varsity teams are usually limited to 7 runners per school, where its first 5 finishers are the team scorers. The team score is determined by adding together the finish places of each team's first 5 runners. Low score wins. The front-running individuals grab the glory, but it takes the support of the entire team to win trophies. The atmosphere at practice and team chemistry are important factors at making these runners push their limits. It's crucial for these coaches to handpick their varsity 7. Getting the right group of athletes together will make all the difference in the end.
The trait that goes through every team, for our top 7, I'm looking for the kids that have that killer instinct, that they want to win as badly as I do. I want to win at a very high level. I'm hyper competitive and I'm always looking for the hard workers. It's not uncommon for our top 7 kids to have over a 4.0 GPA. They're workers and they're willing to do the things we're asking them to do.
Work hard, and show up every day and give 100%. Be coachable, you need the kids to be coachable. My best athletes that I've had are all coachable. There's no questioning workouts, there's talk and dialogue, there should be, because they need to know why they're doing something 100% every day. That's why you're here. I don't know why people want to do anything not 100%. Why sit in math class and not try to get an A? If you're just gonna get a D, sometimes you don't want to waste your time.
Woodbridge is as close to the Friday Night Lights football experience that these high school cross-country athletes and their families will ever see. The atmosphere is incredible.
Nerves. Nerves, just a whole bunch of it. You're getting ready for it, it's nerve-wracking, thinking about how the start of it's gonna be, how going through it's gonna be, and throughout the entire course there's someone there yelling at you.
Woodbridge is everybody, so you're going against the top guys pretty much in the nation, since California is a powerhouse. We're all just extremely excited. We get all nervous and stuff, but once that gun goes off, we're ready.
For Great Oak, Woodbridge is usually their early season showcase. The girls won sweepstakes in 2018 with Tori Gaitan winning the race. The boys program won the sweepstakes race in 2018 by a massive 99 points. They were so good, their B team won the varsity rated race. While this is typically one of the Wolfpack's most anticipated meets, the person who usually looks forward to it the most won't be there to watch it this time around.
I was inducted into my high school Hall of Fame, and my high school track coach called and said, you got to be at this. It was very hard doing the award knowing my kids were running at Woodbridge, and it was the first Woodbridge I've ever missed. Some of the things that you do as a coach in the moment, some of the pulling a kid together and saying, hey, I want to see a little more of this, or just relax, or just calming the kids I wasn't able to do.
Over at Newbury Park, Sean and his team are on a mission.
We go into Woodbridge as let's show everyone what our summer was. Let's show everything that we've done. Let's show our fitness, and let's go after it. You run hard.
The guys set out some pretty detailed goals, and one of them was to break the course record there and obviously go undefeated all year.
With Doug out of state, Great Oak Associate Head Coach Dan Noble is set to take the reins. The Wolfpack coaching staff has taken note of Newbury Park's ambitious rise.
When you look at Newbury Park, they don't have the history that we do. So when they're new on the scene, a lot of people like the new kid on the block, Coach Brosnan. I think he reminds me of Doug, younger Doug, really motivated, wants to do well, and he wants his team to be successful.
Despite Doug's absence at Woodbridge, Coach Dan Noble knows the Wolfpack is ready.
World domination. Well, it's kind of funny to say, but it's also kind of an attitude too. We want the kids to be successful.
Over at Newbury Park, at Woodbridge, they want to deliver a clear national statement.
We want the target on us. We want the #1 ranking. That's what we went in. We wanted to show everyone what we were that day, and that was the guys. That's how the guys went into it for sure.
Yeah, the game plan was to pass every Great Oak person that we possibly could. All of our teammates knew that, so that was the goal. Yeah.
The vibe at Woodbridge is electric. You want to run as fast as you possibly can.
When you approach that starting line, there's that eerie silence for 30 seconds before the gun goes off. Boom, the gun goes off, and it's just like there's a huge release. And I get that twice, because I get it when my daughter Samantha goes, and then my son Tommy goes. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. And the higher profile the meet, the more fun it is. It's more intensity. When you're, especially for some reason, that 30 seconds before the gun goes off to me is like hyperventilation time, and I think that's probably the same way for the kids. I experienced that when I was running too. So,
The historical boys sweepstakes race, Woodbridge 2019.
So we got on the line, and Newbury just lit it up. That was their meet. They wanted to come out and say, here we are, and flex, and they did that, and I was not expecting that.
Right from the outset, Nico Young, who placed 4th at Nationals in 2018, charges out quickly to the front, determined to prove he's the best in the nation for 2019. Great Oak's biggest challenge here is to stick to its racing plan.
I mean, for us, we're usually going to have 5 to 7 guys in the top 20 and then just trying to push towards the front. So
Woodbridge was supposed to be a good confidence booster for all of us, because it's a fast course. You're going against a lot of fast people, and you get really good times. But for me, in that case, I fell my junior year at Woodbridge, and after that was kind of my mental kind of went down a little bit.
Sometimes kids go down, and the ultimate goal is to get up and slowly work your way back through the field, and I think Mateo did a good job of that.
Just beyond a half a mile into the race, Nico is at the forefront. Jace is among those close behind in the chase pack, and then a very dense swath of runners are packed together and battling close behind.
Yeah, at Woodbridge, we definitely wanted to go out fast. We knew if we didn't go out fast, we'd be stuck in the pack, and it's always harder to move up in a huge pack like you'll have at Woodbridge than to hold your position if you get out really well.
Unlike most cross-country courses, where sand, hills, trails, or thick grass create the challenges to weed out runners, super flat Woodbridge has no challenging features. As a result, most runners remain in a congested pack throughout the race. Still, an aggressive race plan coupled with prime fitness are big weapons.
we run some pretty fast workouts. I think it caters to us pretty good at Newbury Park, and some of the stuff we like, part of our program. I mean, we do a lot of other stuff too, but I think these guys, you know, I don't know, they run this thing like track. You just go after it.
Some of it, I think, is just the way we've trained. We've changed our training to focus on Mount Sac and NXN, like that segment of racing, and so it's a little bit more mountain based. It's a little bit more mud based than this. In the prior years, we did a lot more stuff focusing on being ready for the speed based stuff, but we don't do it as much anymore. So I don't know how good we're going to be at Woodbridge compared to years past, just because of that shift in training philosophy.
Just like the people cheering us on, we had our crosstown rivals, T.O., cheering it, like the coach was cheering me on from the side. And I think that's what I primarily remember. And I kind of saw him and I kind of clapped him up a little bit. And yeah, I mean, I was just excited in that race.
With Jace feeling amped up as a coach at a rival school is now cheering him on, his natural emotions kick over. To say it did not go over well with everybody would be a clear understatement.
I did get a little juiced when I saw Jace coming around the corner at that first mile, shaking and clapping. That kind of got me pissed, and I thought, all right, boys, next time we meet, it's going to be a different story. So that really got me riled. I thought, I love Newbury Park. They're great group of guys, but you know, when you do that little bit of flexing on us, I thought, no, I didn't like it. Personally, it reflected on me. I didn't have the kids prepared. I don't think I took it as serious as I should have in terms of getting them to the line. I said, come on, guys, we'll do well. You know, a little too much, you know, pride coming out there. So,
in terms of the massive bodies, the sweepstakes race at Woodbridge is very similar to Nike Cross Nationals. There are so many bodies around, it's sometimes hard to tell what's really going on and which teams are faring best. But this high caliber uncertainty is part of what makes Woodbridge special.
I just think Woodbridge, the environment, you know, it's cooler at night. Obviously running the day would be a lot different than running at night. I wouldn't want to do that with the top guys or girls, but the environment's fun. It's kind of like an electric environment. It's one of our favorite races, and I don't know, people from outer state just don't like to call it a cross-country course, but it's a flat course. It's fun. I don't know. I think it's all of the environment. That's what we do it for. You know, it's great.
After 3 miles of adrenaline, craziness, and racing, there is a very clear number 1 and a historic record-setting performance. Nico crosses the finish at a blistering 13 minutes, 39.7 seconds. Several national champions over the years have raced on lightning-quick 3-milers, but no American high schooler has ever run faster for 3 miles in cross-country. Amid the madness along the finishing stretch, it becomes visually clear. One team has dominated. Sporting its black and gold kits, Newbury Park has delivered its message. Pure excellence. First individual, second individual, 3 in the top 7, 4 in the top 10. Their cumulative team time for their 5 scoring runners, 71 minutes, 10.1 seconds. No high school team has ever run faster over an advertised 3-mile course. Okay, the aftermath now. Meet just ended. Results are being pushed out. Took a little bit of challenge that we came out. You mentioned you're back in Oregon. You see your phone. What was your first reaction, you said?
I was watching it on my phone and I thought to myself, okay, we just got destroyed. That was the feeling, was we got destroyed.
But even before that, you kind of mentioned, oh, these can't be right. You thought there was a malfunction.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to figure out if a couple of our kids maybe got missed, so I was concerned about that.
What was your first reaction to what your team had just achieved?
It was finally people can see like what we have and who we are. I mean, that was Woodbridge. We wanted to break the record. I wanted Nico he wanted to break the national record, and we wanted to win the team thing. So it was not necessarily like, okay, we beat Great Oak, but it was our first time. I think it was our first time we ever beat them. And I don't know how many California teams have beaten them on that course, probably in how many years, I don't know.
So the official results are out, the tweets go out, the stories get posted, the texts get sent out all over in our little cross-country world here and there. You guys kicked the sleeping dog. You guys punched Goliath in the mouth. You guys woke up at Dynasty. What was your initial thought about handing it to them on a meet that they've owned?
No, I mean, it was cool. Like, we were excited, of course, but the funny part is I was waiting to go over to Doug to see his reaction, and he wasn't there. And I saw his assistant, Dan. I was like, oh, man, I was like, where's Doug? I think he said Portland or something. And I was like, not that it was like, I was like, oh, man, you know, the one time we finally do this. But I don't think it was within 40 minutes you text me. He sent me a text before I got on the bus saying, congratulations, this is going to be a good year, a battle or something like that. And he was right.
You know, it kind of humbled us, and I think that's what we needed, because, you know, we're always coming out of the top of Woodbridge. We knew we had competition that year, but we knew we had ourselves to kind of prove, because, you know, they were coming in up and coming. So it was very interesting for us to lose. You know, we needed to lose. And I think that was crucial for us to kind of come together as a team and to attack the next meets in a different mentality.
That was crazy. I mean, at Woodbridge, we responded. We were a little bit disappointed, of course, that we weren't able to win. In general, we knew that we had to put in a little bit more work, and we knew what our competition was. And I mean, Nico Young, just that guy's a phenomenon. He's a crazy runner. He's a beast.
It humbled us, really. It really did. We were real confident going into that race, and there's no excuses. We gave it all we got, and then we got beat pretty badly by Newbury. And we realized that we really got to step it up. Otherwise, we're going to have no chance going NXN and Clovis.
That was a good wake-up call. It's nice to have somebody slap you upside the head. So it didn't make me look good as a coach, you know. Doug's gone. You guys lost. Woodbridge, what's your problem, Noble? It's okay. We learned. We moved on.
So, you know, when I got back, the kids were a little bit rattled, having gotten beaten pretty handily by Newbury Park. And when I came back, I looked at them at practice, and they looked at me, and I said, guys, do I look worried? And after that, they realized, you know what, we're fine. We're fine. That was one race. And so I always tell them that the seasons aren't made of one race.
My freshman year, when we were at state, and Great Oak was running and just dominating the race in D1, somebody next to Sean in the stand said, nobody's ever going to beat this team. And Sean turns to him and says, I'll do it. And it's that attitude that kind of led us to build our team to where we are now. And then I think we really first realized how capable we were of achieving those goals at Woodbridge.
Entering the Woodbridge Classic, Doug thought his Wolfpack team would win. Instead, it was Newbury Park that dominated. They broke the all-time team time record, and they overwhelmed the Great Oak machine by a decisive 33 points. The message had been delivered. Newbury Park was America's new #1 team. Next up, the mid-season showdown on the state meet course. Many of the Golden State's top runners and a few out-of-state national class superstars as well have gathered at Woodward Park. Will the new national #1 Newbury Park continue its goal of an undefeated season? Or will Great Oak come back in this titanic rematch as we see two vastly different racing strategies emerge? In racing, run from the front or come from behind?
Come from behind.
Come from the back.
Come from behind.
Come from behind.
Run from the front or come from behind?
Run from the front.
The front.
Run the front.
Join us next time at the high stakes Clovis Invitational.